today off with a lovely creeper battle. There we go. Some gunpowder. Some lovely gunpowder. What a way to start the stream. Would have been funnier for it to be a creeper explosion, but I would not have found it. I guess I wouldn't have found it as funny if it was right in front of me. I guess I gotta start today off. I might see my pickaxe break. I gotta do some. We gotta give it a bit of a. There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay. Gotta mine some of this cobblestone to start us off today. And the pickaxe might break one of these times. It could break. Oh, no, it didn't break. It's always kind of a bit of a game, seeing when the pickaxe will break. Oh, that's funny. Anywho, yeah, the grand voyage of today. I don't know how long I'll stream. I kind of wanted to stream for a little while today. Maybe a bit more than usual. Depends how far I go. I'm feeling how long the talking gets me. Before we get into a lot of long silence and all that. But I got some stuff going on the journey here. And the first thing you may notice already is me walking straight again. And I'm doing this so I can sync up the coords. As you can see, we're currently working our way over. We're gonna try and sync up the x coordinate to the z coordinate here. So that's why I'm working in a straight line now. And I'm trying to stay close to 1.125 million. That's kind of the milestone that I'm trying to reach on this x coord here. So we're just gonna walk. Take note of anything cool. Talk about some stuff. As always. Not too much else of note. Well, yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll kind of talk about stuff as I think, but might get some quiet patches where I'm not as chatty, but I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. Anyway, I guess I'll just start walking. Just do the walk. Look at some pigs. Oh yeah, I gotta get that mod back in that makes them have the 3D noses. I won't worry about that right now. But that is something I could do. I won't reboot my game for that. I also increased my memory here. I don't know if it was like that before, but I increased it so the game can run longer. So it should be a while before I have to restart. I haven't had to restart the game in a play session since I've done that, so it's usually every few hours, so I think we should be okay. It's about double what it was before, so it'll be a while before I have to worry about that. And if you didn't watch last stream, there's also no jitters. The jitters are something you'd experience being out this far, but I got rid of them with a nice lovely mod I found. So that is all gone now. So there's no jitteriness, no unpleasantness to see when you're watching the stream or on YouTube. The only real unpleasantness is the internet. Yeah, it can be a bit much at times, but it's just what I have to make do with for these streams. So this is the best you're gonna get for now, at least until I get a better mic or whatever, and you don't hear the boom every time I laugh. The little exhale, the mic kind of captures that, or there's kind of weird stuff going on with it, but that is just something I can't fix right now. I don't have the technical know-how. I'll try and fix it at some point soon, though. It's kind of a process, trial and error, all that jazz. I like to see where that can get me. And I walked a fair bit. I walked like 30,000 blocks yesterday because I was starting to go this way, so I'm faster. And I didn't find any spawners. So I've just been unlucky compared to the 2 spawners I found in the first episode. So that's pretty interesting. I haven't found any in such a long time, and then I just found a whole whack ton back then. So that's definitely something that I've been thinking about. There's just things like that you think about when you're walking out these distances. All those little particular things. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll see about streaming this for how long I want to do it. Because I might just continue walking off stream if I decide to start doing some other stuff. Just because it can get a bit slow, especially on the viewers, I'm sure. About all the walking I do, all the talking. There's very few who are actually willing to stick it out. So, yeah. Even if the stream is longer, it probably won't be as long as I do aim to go a bit more than usual, though. I'll have a bit nicer, longer of a stream, see if I can make some distance on camera. Because I haven't really streamed too much of the journey. In retrospect, anyway. I've already walked the 1.125 million, or whatever, that many blocks. I've only streamed a few tens of thousands of blocks, not even. So, yeah, that's also something I want to do, is kind of capture some of this walking. Capture some of the things I'm doing at this current time. Just for fun. Just because I feel like it. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good on everything. Doing too bad. We'll pick. So yeah, I'm not sure where Outpost 1 will be still. Oh jeez, if you do that, everyone's all jerks. But yeah, I'm not sure where Outpost 1 will be. That's where the starter base is gonna be. Well, that's not the starter base. It'll be one of my outposts. It'll be a place I settle. So I plan on settling at some point to get some materials back. But I am doing just fine right now on stuff. So it might be a while before that. I got some fun plans for that. I talked about it in the previous stream. If for anyone interested in hearing about my plans with Outpost 1, just thought I'd mention that though. I'm thinking about it. What's going on this today? There's the Minecraft Live coming up. That's present talk. I've done a lot of technical and old Minecraft talks. Some present talk in the Minecraft community anyway. Maybe we'll do some of this for a while. Some nice discussion about some more recent stuff. Anywho, yeah, Minecraft Live, mob vote, new update announcement, all that. I guess predictions and all that are running around. A lot of people thinking it's an end update or archaeology or all the inventory. There's a lot of stuff circulating around. I think they're all pretty good ideas. I think they all have some cool stuff. And I think some might be a bit cooler than others. But some might be a bit more needed as well, I'm sure. But I don't really, I'm not playing new Minecraft, so I guess it doesn't make sense, but I do stream new Minecraft anyway, so I capture that. I have my opinions on stuff nowadays. All the Minecraft things. But Mobbo is pretty interesting. There's I guess bias. I think it's a pretty valid mob. There's definitely it started a bit strong with the trailers for each mob feature. They started off really strong with the sniffer, and then everyone was kind of downhill. It was kind of downhill. I think it would have been finish around the Rascal and Town Hall, a bit more serious discussion. But it's alright the way it ended up anyway. I think it's okay. But yeah, that's definitely something to bear in mind with, especially this weekend, the 15th coming up here, to see what's coming next, what the big stuff coming from Minecraft is. I was thinking about what else I was going to say. I think I was going to talk about Newcraft, which is also something that's interesting for those who haven't checked that out. It's a whitelisted SMP that I host one season, and a friend decided to help host the 4th season. So I host season 3 on Bedrock as a realm, and I stream that. I've been doing some betaville and all that with Devin, best friend of mine. So that's been some fun. Let's do that. They're a bit slow, of course, just because I don't have a crazy amount of time to dedicate to all these commitments and all that, but I do what I can with the time I want to play. So yeah, there's Betaville on Newcraft 3, and the Newcraft 4 is just fresh on Java, and that's got a bit more limited member list. There are some differences in members for the seasons, just because some people have opted to switch or pick one season over the other. So yeah, season 4 is going pretty well. Starter stuff going on with all the data packs and all that, with all the advancements. I've been achievement hunting. I'm getting all the lovely achievements, which has been fun. And my starter base is quite a mess. I haven't shown Newcraft 4 just yet. I did a stream a while ago on Newcraft 4, but it was more of a test stream. It was a trial. It was a multiplayer trial. I kind of thought it was the actual so I was like, oh, okay. And then I just private the stream. I might make it public again. I don't know. It wasn't an epic stream by any means. It wasn't crazy or anything. It was just some friends being friends sort of deal. Friends kind of hanging out on a server. That's usually what Newcraft is, and then this is just me rambling, talking, and all that. Just trying to keep things a little bit interesting while this ever-changing terrain is in front of me. Yeah, that's Newcraft. Whitelisted SMP, 2 seasons at once. Differentiating members, that's basically the gist. There's Newcraft 1 and 2, of course, which are a bit different, and each of them are respectively, they have their own pros and cons as seasons. Did not stream those. I was planning on doing season 2 when that started, but it was only the season 3 that I really kind of picked up streaming. That was when I kind of started, and then I did the dragon battle. I forgot to highlight that. So that's just lost the time. Oh, that's fine. The dragon battle wasn't really crazy interesting anyway. Most of it was just waiting or end busting. So that's that. With all the Newcraft situations and all that. A lot of fun. There was a lot of stuff that happened prior to Newcraft. It was also pretty cool. This journey doesn't predate the 3rd season. Season 3 of Newcraft started in very late July. We were debating the starting time. We just wound up just going to start it the day it ended. Season 2 ended. Like 100% ended. So we decided to start the 3rd season. It was almost 3 months ago now. Quarter of a year. But it was a lot of fun. Season 3 is a lot of fun. I'm not sure what the situation with season 3 is. What I'm doing right now. I might have some base plans. I'm not too sure. And it depends how things go with that. All the time and my motivation and all that. But we'll kind of see what happens there. Get some squeeze. Get some squids. Well, I guess I'll work my way back a little bit. But beyond just the Farlands world, because talking about the Farlands can only talk so much about it. So you need to kind of fill the gaps. Gaps need to be filled. I like Newcraft. Definitely, it's been fun. Newcraft 1 was kind of the prime of Newcraft for sure. It was the longest season we had, which is over a year, or just a year. It was just surpassed a year. We ended it, and that had a whole bunch of story and fun building and alliances, betrayals, all that jazz, all the sorts. Pretty much every trick in the book is there. That whole election thing. A lot of Newcraft 1 and 2, I think even more modern Newcrafts kind of diverge a little bit from that, but the older Newcrafts definitely had some inspiration, let's say. Some inspiration from other popular SMPs like SMP. Definitely had some inspirations with the whole election, a lot of overthrowing of resistances, lots of base building, mega bases. So there was a lot of that in seasons 1 and 2. Season 2 was mostly a building and economical season, which lasted, I think 4 or 5. I don't even remember how long it lasted in the end, because it had a weird break in the middle. Because it went on for a few months, and it was kind of slow. It was fast in the beginning, and then it kind of started to slow down, and I was like, oh, and then I canceled it, and we did Classic Craft, which was a nice spin-off season. But it was kind of an entirely different thing, but it was very similar in Luda Season 1 of Newcraft, where it was pretty nice. There wasn't really a long rule list for that. I don't think there is any rules for Classic Craft. And that went on for a while. That was like 4 months of Classic Craft. So it was this year. Season 2 and Classic Craft, Newcraft 3 and 4. They're all this year. A lot happened this year for Newcraft and those side shoots. So there was a lot going on with the whole Newcraft thing. But yeah, it's been fun with all that. It ended, and I got to see how it would have been ending in Newcraft. It kind of had a true ending, and then Newcraft 2 came back. And then we played that for a month, and Season 3 happened. I announced Season 3 because I didn't really want to let Newcraft go. So I did that, which was an interesting decision. But yeah, Newcraft's only grown since then. So I'm excited to see what goes with that, what kind of base stuff I build, and what kind of things other members do. There's been some interesting developments, of course, in both seasons. That's enough about Newcraft. I'll try and think of something a bit funner to talk about. Funner, a bit more fun. Farlands. So maybe I'll talk about something Farland related or beta related. What's my experience with beta? Well, that's actually a good thing to go off on. I don't really have much experience with beta Minecraft, to be honest. I started in the actual release versions, 1.6 I think I started playing. That was like 2012, 1.6, yeah, release 1.6 something. And that was when I was pretty young, so I didn't really witness too much of Minecraft back in 2012. 2013 I remember playing, and that was still kind of around the golden years of Minecraft. Kind of slowly exiting the golden era. And I did a lot of creative mode and barely any survival. If I did survival, it was pretty limited. So it was pretty bare bones. Yeah, it was pretty bare bones kind of thing that was going on in 2013 for me. And over the next half a decade, it was pretty slow as well. Pretty much. I didn't really think about old Minecraft. Like, I played Pocket Edition when I initially played Minecraft, because I had Java in Pocket Edition. Child me favored Pocket Edition just because I could play with my friends a bit better. But I prefer Java now, of course. Pocket Edition kind of fell by the wayside as Newcraft happened. And even before then, it's been a long time since I played Pocket Edition properly. And I'm not really planning on going back, just because Java and Bedrock, they're both superior to Pocket Edition. Feel like for the mobility and for the playing with friends, that it works well for Pocket Edition, especially back then when like friends didn't have a lot of consoles and all that, or we couldn't do cross-platform. So that was a good option back then. Lots of survival worlds, lots of early game. But, I mean, playing in Pocket Edition was very simplistic. Right in like 2012, it was very bare bones. It wasn't like Java at the time, which was full releases and very advanced. Whereas Pocket Edition was a lot more like a dumbed down, almost alpha or beta. So I guess that's the closest I had in experience. So maybe that's why I'm so nostalgic of these versions, is because I played the old Pocket Edition. So there's some fun facts there. And then yeah, I kind of picked up console editions like PlayStation and all that with some friends over the years. And then in 2019 started some cooperative projects like Edis Breedis and stuff that lasted a while. That was like pretty much a new craft before new craft. It was just a world with a few of my friends. It was pretty fun. Not a realm, because the realms weren't out on PlayStation until when I started Newcraft in 2020. I think it was 2020. Yeah, 2020. So yeah, realms weren't out for a while, but yeah, I still played that. And then when Crossplay came out, I did B Nation with Devin and Nico a little bit, and that was fun. Did some more Minecrafty things I hadn't done before. I hadn't done before, so that was a lot of fun. And then yeah, Newcraft, that's kind of the rest of it. And then over the summer, TFC passed away, and I was looking at Ant Venom Farland videos and kind of getting nostalgic of old Minecraft, even though I never played it. I'd only kind of gone back and watched the old versions every once in a while. I had also checked out, or I watched Evo as well, so I had that kind of nostalgia for the old versions through that, kind of like reminiscing about the simplistic Minecraft I played back in 2013, 14. 2012 I played it, but it was about what I remember. It was just pretty simple. Another article. Anyway, you can fill in the gaps after that, I'm sure, with all the new craft and my building that I did in creative mode over the years. So that's that. My experience with beta is quite limited. I guess now it's a bit more with Farlands the journey. And the fact that I'll be playing this for well over the next year, depending on how, I don't know how committed I'll be. I'm pretty committed right now, but there's always the chance that I might want to do other stuff other than the Farland journey in Minecraft or whatever. And with school and all that after high school, I have no idea what's gonna happen. So the future is uncertain, but I'm mostly kind of focused on the present. Why do you think about the future? Most thinking comes from the present and about the present. So there's that little sliver that comes from the future. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, lovely stuff. We are doing. Oh, I get bed. I guess it'd make it a bit more interesting if I'd done adventuring every once in a while and done little mini bases, but I don't know. This is already quite a long and stretched out journey. That even pushing at the rate I do, which is more than the average pushing, like the amount I push this world, like push walking, and I'm still so slow. But it's just the fact that walking that distance takes a long time. It just takes forever. Well, not forever, but you know, you get the point. It's a kind of thing where it's like, oh, it's gonna take forever to get there, just because the length of time is not really comprehensible. Now that I've walked a million blocks, 1.2 or 1.1 million, it kind of begins to set in, you know, that this is like a small bit of the 12.5 million I'm going to walk. Well, I guess the 11.4 or whatever, 1.4 million. So there's lots to go around. Depending on how dense these walking sessions get, it might take less time, it might take more than I initially think. I mean, when I started, I only thought it would take me just over a year, which was when I was going in a straight line, which made sense, because walking in a straight line takes 33 days to get to the Farlands. That's like a rough estimate. So it's like a while. And Fig did the corner Farlands, and according to Ant Venom, it was like 1,700 hours, which don't be surprised about it. Mine will probably be a bit above that, just because I'm not complete efficiency all the time. As you can see here with me walking in straight line, trying to regain those blocks I lost previously when I walked the 200,000 blocks in a straight line. But yeah, the greater distance I'm walking now is just because when I was back at spawn and walking, even when I was doing the diagonal walking, I was gaining a bit of a difference because I was swerving and stuff around my boat and stuff, so I was gaining distance. And it wound up being like 45,000 blocks that I had that added. So I just decided to cover the distance now rather than wait until it becomes a greater number at the Farlands. So it gives me a bit better of a chance to actually see which Farland I'll reach a bit quicker, instead of me just being like, oh, it'll be right, just because I'm closer, like super close, lots more closer. But yeah, this is just a chunk. I guess what you see on stream is like a sliver. It's just a little bit of that chunk, but it's a pretty big chunk. But it's one of many. This is just another leg of the journey. So yeah, that's fun. Got lots of terrain to cover, but eventually, if I get some, like I said, if I get some really good days in where I walk loads, and that kind of counterbalances the bad days, I need to shoot even higher sometimes. So if I get some windows, then I'll try and use it. Sheep. Ooh, pink sheep. What did I find? First pink sheep I found on stream. Except they have white tops for some reason. I think that might be my texture pack. Yeah, but yeah, pink sheep are fun. And I thought they were pretty rare until I saw that the spawn rates in Beta are just bigger. Or not bigger, they're just more spawn rates. So these guys are a bit slightly more common than I think. I found a handful of them on my journey already. Probably just because I've been walking so much. You'll be remembered, pink sheep. You'll be remembered. Oh, I gotta continue forward. Hardly ever look back. When I do it for good reason. see some of that at some point here. That'd be nice. The pigs though interested. See, if I do have to restart my game, I might do the pig nose fix. It's not really that big a deal for the viewers, I'm sure, but I always kind of like having the pigs not have flat heads or flat faces. I think it's nice. Lots of anyways today. Lots of those. A lot of segueing. I don't got much to say about the Farlands. They're cool. They've drawn me in enough to make me want to walk the distance, so got that. Not really. Your average person wouldn't do this by any means. It's a very boring to some. I don't know if I find it particularly boring. I don't know, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, mushrooms. Just had to check the inventory. The good old inventory to see what kind of mushrooms I need. Just in case. It's always just in case. Gotta be prepared for the future. Never run out of mushrooms. Lovely stuff. Gonna continue on the ice. On ice. Haven't used a boat today. In like the 34 minutes. 34 minutes we've been streaming. No boats necessary. Which is kind of fun. I also might eventually in the journey, I want to try and see the submarine technique that I saw in, I think it was one of the journey people who've gone there. It might be Kilo, or Kilo. I don't remember who it was exactly. It might have been Kilo. But it's a fun technique. Actually, I think it might be back. I'm just gonna get some water. I'll just refresh. Just because we're half hour in, 35 minutes, so I might do a beer back. So stick around, a snack or a drink or whatever. This is gonna be a bit of a stream today. A bit of a stream. Might have a special guest later if the stream goes on long enough. I don't know. Depends. Depends what happens. Anywho. Yeah. Oh, it's getting dark already. Dark already? I just got back. Yeah. Got some distance to cover though, so can't waste time. Yeah, I've been walking. I've been doing it daily, but I haven't streamed it every time just because. I guess I explained the situation previously, but I just don't feel like streaming the whole time. I feel like doing other stuff while I'm walking. It feels like a lot of pressure to record every time I walk, so I'm just gonna do it whenever I want for now. Just for now. Until things change. 901,000, that one. Nice. We're only 225,000 blocks off target. And then we'll get back to the normal programming of walking diagonally, which is kind of the brand of this world. At least not right now, but it is. It will be, because that's the majority. That's like 90%. Okay, do some bobbing and weaving. What does Kurt would say? Serpentine, serpentine! I gotta try and outrun the skellies. Oh, boat time. Get the boat. We'll get to go a little bit diagonal today. I lied. Well, is that tree just not fully rendered in, or is it just part of a tree? I always kind of find it funny if I see a tree that's been chopped off. Oh no, it's a full tree, yet to be rendered. We're gaining some distance, so I might try and work my way back. I'm probably not going to be as nitpicky about the distance, about the difference between the coordinates. Ooh, gonna crash here. Oh, narrow. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna be as nitpicky about the coordinates as I'm doing the big leg of the journey, just because it's a bit annoying. Requires that element of the journey which isn't really necessary. I mean, it'll be reduced by 200,000 blocks if that's what if anything cares. Oh, I have to hug the land here, I guess. Be a little bit of a land hugger. Progress is always made. That's pretty much a constant, unless I have to do something like this where I'm regaining stuff. But this is still helpful to the great cause of reaching the corner. Okay, I say journey to the Farlands, but it's more like journey to the corner Farlands. But that's not as nice sounding. So I'm just leaving it journey to the Farlands. It's still the Farlands. It's just two of them. That's why this is such a complicated thing that I bring up all the time. The corner. And I'm not really too sure why I'm going to the corner and not just the regular Farlands, because the corner takes longer. I think it's just because fewer people have been there. It's less seen. And it's also a different phenomena to the regular ones. It's got some charm. It's about as charming as those boats over there. About as the boats in this version. No, it's a bit more charming. Even if it is a bug, it's a beautiful bug, or at least a magnificent one. So we got that going. Very boring landscape so far today. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully we'll see some cool stuff over the stream today. Haven't really seen anything yet. The snow biomes, like I said, the snow, the ice, the deserts, the weird plains with a few trees. I don't know. They're kind of meant to be boring and kind of spread across, but I still do prefer the random terrain of the mountains and the green grass, the various greens, as that previous stream was called before I renamed it. So yeah. I don't really know what the plans are for this world besides reaching the Farlands and the outposts and stuff. That's pretty much it. Like, streaming this is going to be pretty simple. Just stream me walking and me talking. Maybe one or two people might stick around to watch. I'm not too worried about viewership or anything. If it becomes a thing and we get some chatters, then so be it. But it is what it is until then. I'm kind of an it is what it is kind of guy, where I just kind of like, yeah, that's just the way it is. Like I said when I got laid off of my job. Funny guy. Only joking, but anyway, got some distance to cover for the third time. Or I don't even know how many times I've said that, but we do have some to cover. I'm hoping to return to walking diagonally again, because that means I can start updating the Z coord again, because the Z coordinate's just remaining stagnant while I gain the X. So this is probably going to be probably the only stream I'll ever do walking this direction. So enjoy it while it lasts, fellow viewer. Enjoy the straight line. Well, it's a pretty shaky straight line. Whoever's drawing this map has a pretty shaky hand. Just because I'm doing a whole lot of moving around. It's not just one clear trip. I guess that's also something that might make it a bit more interesting. Get to do this kind of diagonal strutting. Or backwards. Walk backwards. Wow. Haven't done that in the Farland world very much. Probably because it's not very helpful. there's not too much beneficial, not very beneficial walking backwards, I'm afraid. Can't really moonwalk my way over to the Farlands. That would be pretty slow. Boating the way over would be fun. Maybe a minecart, but that'll be a long railway. If I'm ever gonna do a railway in this world, it's gonna be small. It'll just be for the achievement, or yeah, achievement. Got it right. I always interchangeably use the word achievement and advancement, which they're pretty similar, like advancing versus achieving. It's basically a very similar thing, so I just kind of interchangeably use them. Sometimes just interchangeable. Something I say. So got some stuff going on like that. Got the whole Farland distance. I guess if there's anything cool I've done, it's when I journeyed, or when I did the 1 million mark. That was probably the coolest thing. You guys just missed it. Because I didn't stream that, of course. I only started this pretty recently. So, yeah. It'll only be a little snippet. I guess this one will be a big snippet to the trip, the adventure, the expedition, whatever you want to call it. I just say journey because it's quite the journey. Kurt calls it an expedition. TFC calls it a journey. Literally the same name TFC used. Journey to the Farlands. But it was just because I respected him so much. Tribute. Kind of an in respect to honor. Legacy. Farland legacy. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Yeah. And I'm sure some people are wondering if I'm gonna continue past the Farlands, if I'm gonna go beyond and fall through the world at 30 million. And I say probably not to that, just because going further is kind of useless to me. Someone's already done it. If you want to see it, go check it out. However long that is, the many live streams that took. So that happened. That was which one? It might have been Equal or I think it was Equal or Mexico Midget. One of the two. I think it was Equal. But yeah, he walked to the Farlands and then just continued until he fell through the world, which he eventually did. And it was pretty cool. But I actually want to do some stuff at the Farlands. Well, I mean, I can't really do too much other than look at them and kind of venture into them a little bit. Journey into them. Journey into the Farlands is the sequel to this. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I can look into them, maybe do a stream where I kind of look into the Farlands when I get there. Look into the corner Farlands. And then build a base at the Farlands. And I'll kind of see what happens there. I'm not planning too far into that. Just because I don't really know or if I'll even reach them, first of all. Or when I'll reach them. I guess when is a better term. Depending on how much I cover. So, yeah. It's up in the air, a lot of it. And most of it lies in the journey itself. Just because the journey takes so friggin' long. So friggin' long. It's fun. It's fine. It's fine. Got lots of distance to cover. So yeah, gotta go to the Farlands. Must reach them. Fun game to teach every time I say Farlands in these videos. There's an extra one. That's a joke. Take a shot. Take this or whatever. And some low there. Anyway. I guess I'll kind of walk a bit diagonally, but yeah, I should cover a fair bit today on stream. Get to see a bit longer, a bit extended of the travel. Not sure by how much. We're still on regular time, making regular time with the 50 minutes. Yeah. thanks to everyone who's been watching so far, or who's tuned in. It's very nice of you to watch. I didn't really think about how I didn't really think this would be very interesting to watch for people. At least that many. Probably, like I said, not too focused on numbers. Kind of like to see them every once in a while, but it's definitely nothing to write home about. So there's that, where I'm not really gonna be too keen on promoting things. I think in one of the earlier streams I said to check out the other videos, which I still implore people to do. If people want to check out the other videos, that's great. I don't know, they're about the same level of interesting. I mean, the Newcraft ones might be a bit more interesting if you like the more fast-paced adventure. Not adventure, but it's more just fast-paced nature of Newcraft with the friends and kind of chaotic nature of that. And this is kind of just chill for those who just want to kind of chillax, listen to someone talk. Maybe some people watching might do that. I like to listen to Farlands or Bust when I do the journey. I used to do, at the start I did Hermitcraft, but it kind of got a bit slow to watch. When I was doing the journey, I kind of ran out. The earlier seasons I've been watching, they're a bit slower, a bit longer, so I'm gonna stick to Farlands or Bust, just kind of like a podcast kind of thing. And I also listen to my music as well. That's another thing I do. Kind of enjoy those musics. Some Farlands or Bust. I watch a bunch of Minecraft content every once in a while. So yeah, I suggested Kirk every episode, so that's still a thing that I suggest. If anyone has watched this long into the stream series, I'm sure that people who've gotten this far will enjoy Farlands or Bust. Not just watching from like my friends, but in that case, it doesn't really apply as much, but still some good stuff, some good content. Lots of Farlands or Bust that I covered. Probably won't watch the whole series by the time I actually reach the Farlands, but I'm just kind of watching it just for fun. And to get a bit of a glimpse into old Minecraft as well, like with the whole 2011 and all the release of Minecraft in November that year, and the whole Minecon, and it was just a crazy year. But I wasn't really super prominent in the community at that time. So, yeah, an interesting time, 2011, the whole Farlands or Bust starting. It's kind of funny that this has been the kind of journey, like the whole rudimentary principles behind the journey have been possible for 11 years. It's a long time. That's over a majority of my life. That's quite a majority. And so, yeah, there's a lot of time there. And eventually, alright, just gotta do something. I might get back to my 10, maybe 15, so you can go do whatever you want, fellow viewer. I don't remember where I actually first heard of the Farlands, because they've been around for 11 years, but I definitely didn't know about them in 2011. Didn't even know about Minecraft in general in 2011, so let alone the Farlands. So, I'm trying to think. I think I must have heard of them from somewhere, but I wasn't too curious into them for the longest time. I remember when Minecraft Story Mode came out, I saw the Farlands there, and I was like, oh, cool. And I never really thought to journey out to it until I saw TFC do it. Or not do it, but attempt it. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of an odd thing to do, go to the Farlands. Sounds like a lot of effort, a lot of persistence, and I'm not sure if that's really what I'd really want to do. And then I checked out, way. I think in the second stream I talked about that, or the first, where I kind of talked about people who inspired me, so I won't get too deep into that. I'll try not to tread over waters I've already tread over. Try not to too much. I've said that as well. Because there's only such a limited amount of stuff to talk about. So, kind of see how long I can talk for. That's what I said at the start of the stream. I'm just like, I'll just go on for however long I can keep the fucking train. So that's something to bear in mind. Oh, that's also something weird. A quirk of Beta Minecraft Part 2. Where I'll show this here in a minute what I mean. Gotta make some boats first. Oh, got lots of wool. Grabbed a whole load of it, but I can't hold it, so that's gonna go. Crafting time. That's something a bit different to traditional walking and night. So, oh yeah, this is it. Look at this weird quirk. It phases through if you see that. If the stream's not too laggy, hopefully you can see that. But it's kind of weird where it kind of phases through but the text still remains. I don't know if it does. I don't think it does that anymore. I think they fixed that at some point, but that's still kind of funny. Still kind of hilarious. Let's do some nice rotation. Ooh. I'll get to see my cape, my migrator cape, and it phase into my back. Don't get to see there's the front of my skin. There's my head. It's the skin I used for the profile picture for the Twitch channel here. And the YouTube channel, they're both the same. But yeah, the profile picture I used for Twitch is one I took on stream. Just the other stream. Or one of the other streams I did. Take a picture, the screenshot. So people lucky enough to see that. Pretty nice. So yeah, that'll be my profile picture. Probably for, I don't even know how long. Maybe be indefinite. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not the, I don't know. I like to change things every once in a while, but I don't know about that kind of thing. I usually like to keep things steady. But I realized I found anything photo where I could just take a picture of these long trees, but it's so interesting. Don't really get so interesting. So yeah, it can only really be so interesting. The screen, like the stuff I'm trying to take pictures of, and the kind of natural terrain. I try to take pictures of things that are cool, you know, get a bit of a scrapbook going, so I can look back. But I guess it's better if the stuff is a bit more scattered, because if I take a lot of screenshots in a short amount of time, then that means lots of screenshots in the journey. So it's probably a better thing that I hold off on the screenshots. At least for a while, I kind of just take them whenever I feel they're necessary. But I really do move around. That's probably why the difference was so great. Why there was like there was like going to be such a great projected distance. I would have to walk along the Farlands when I reached the right ones, or when I, that kind of hypothetical thinking. But now, hopefully, I should have a bit fairer of a chance to reach the corner a bit quicker. I don't have to walk a crazy amount. So I might keep on top of that, trying to keep them at similar distance. But I'm not gonna try super hard, just because I'm only gonna do so much. So I'm only gonna do so much in regard to correcting the difference. Yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. Guess we'll see what happens here with the journey and where I get. I've kind of put the Farlands on pause. I guess I'm still making progress. Progress is progress. You know, any positive number in the directions I'm going, that's great. But my kind of main goal of the right Farlands is it's subsided. Just why I'm doing this. Yeah, nice exclusive walking straight in a straight line. Kind of gives me the old, kind of reminds me of when I was walking straight from spawn to 200,000 blocks or so. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Where I'm doing that again, I'm not walking diagonally, which if you don't like walking diagonally, then this might not be the series for you. But if you get your little window right now, your own little window of walking short distance or walking short distances in straight lines. It's going to be a little bump in the final timeline of the kind of whole span of this world here. So yeah, I haven't taken any damage since I last had Stu, which is nice. Which is very nice. I was going to check for mushrooms just because pretty good. Had a whole discussion about them. They're pretty epic. Otherwise, I'd have to just do pork, which wouldn't be as good. I'd have to stop and smelt. Water Minecraft with Fig doing his journey to the world border in recent times. So I guess that was still a few years ago. He did that. That was around the time he did the corner farming journey, like I am doing now. But he had the little cooking sessions, which I'm not really doing. I figured that'd slow down the journey if I was doing the pork. So, yeah, I'm trying to keep some kind of pace, even though most of it is basically the journey is what is the exciting part. The Farlands is cool. It's gonna be very anticipated, but it's really a small part of it. Such a small part of the world. You know, the whole focus. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, which honestly it might not. Might not make sense. I don't make the best of sense all the time. I'm kind of broken sometimes. Not always the most sensible one. Try to be, but let's see. So I got some very flat terrain. Don't see much of this very flat terrain. You know, I'd build a base on here and not even have to flatten it, which is pretty cool. Usually you have to flatten an area for a base, or at least clear out a small chunk. Unless you're doing like a cave base and you just kind of set your stuff around in a cave. Or find a naturally flat area like that. So there's a little preparation behind it. And then I'm gonna figure out what Outpost 1's gonna be like, but I still haven't figured that out. So if anyone watching up to this point, that'd be cool to suggest ideas for Outpost 1. Because I'm still open to what I should do regarding that. But I won't count on that. Just completely people's suggestions. So I'll come up with something, I'm sure. It'll still be a fair while. So I'm just still talking in advance. We've still got 19 diamonds remaining, and this much iron, and this much here. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking. It's gonna be a while before we get too far to worrying about that. Not too worried about it anyway. But it's always good to keep in mind that sort of thing. So, but now, well, there's trees. Start by talking about what I see. We got the ball rolling. Well, what have I been watching on YouTube? What have I been watching? Well, I've been watching some mob vote speculation, of course. You know, some definitely not opinionated and biased videos. The mob vote. The community is just opinionated now. So much for not influencing votes and all that jazz. Yeah. So yeah, that's been going on. I've also been watching some the Mr. Epic video about old textures. Of course, because I like old textures. I'm not saying they're superior. They just lean more towards and due to the nostalgia factor for me. The newer textures definitely have their pros. I think as Mr. Epic said in the video, I think it's good to have a bit of both. At least to have like a texture pack that's a mix of both, but I don't really have a texture pack like that, so alas, I will be just doing the regular stuff. And as for this world, I know some people might be curious about whether I'm going to be using texture packs at all. I think I did say in one of the previous streams that but I'm just gonna reiterate if or just state it if I haven't said it already. But I'm gonna try and use the regular textures for the most part, and maybe a texture pack every once in a while. I haven't really found any texture packs that really combat the traditional look just yet. For me, at least, for such a commitment like this, I'd want something that I like as a texture pack. So yeah, for like the odd stream, I might do a texture pack or something. If I find a cool texture pack I want to show off. So yeah, that is something that might happen. Texture pack. But I'm not gonna be. I might not switch it for at least the time being. I don't mind the traditional look, and you get the odd bit of music every once in a while. I'm still debating doing music in the recent streams of Newcraft. And all that. I'm still thinking of figuring that out. Debating what I should do regarding that. See, kind of copyright and things like that. But I just kind of say credit C4 when he with this stuff. I think he's okay with it being used just to stream and videotape the game, not videotape, but record the game. So while people kind of do that kind of stuff, it's okay. But it was, it's interesting anyway. A nice full moon, like every night, rising in the east, like the sun. Well, I guess not the actual east. Apparently, the sun doesn't rise in the east, it's in the west. Apparently, I'm going like north or something, but I don't really care about the actual direction I'm going, according to Chuck Base or according to Minecraft or anything like that. I'm just going traditional TFC, Kurt, all those chaps. Traditional west, and I guess southwest now. I think it's southwest. But checked that a while ago. There's spider. Where we at? We just kind of swerve around that mark that I've said hundreds of times. No, I'm just kidding, not hundreds, but I've said enough. So many times, enough. Spawners. I've been walking for an hour and a half. No spawners on stream since the initial two. So yeah, that hasn't been rivaled just yet. But that's a development. Oh, I must be tired. I did sleep last night. I'm yawning a lot. So I usually play the Farland, what if I do play it? I usually play it just until I do something else. Go figure. At least until if Devin wants to play something, I do something with Devin. In that case, I go off stream at around 8:30 when he messages me or calls me. But if he doesn't, then I'll probably end stream. I'll probably won't stream for the full like 4 hours, 3-4 hours. That's a long time to stream, especially without like active audience or anything. I'm just kind of chatting with myself. So yeah, this stream might not be like super long. It might not be Newcraft long, because Newcraft I can get away with just because it's a lot of chatting with friends. So that kind of is self-perpetuating, and it's a lot more entertaining than me walking. But you know, I've gotten an audience already, a little bit of one for these streams. Only one view on Twitch, but I've seen some YouTube stuff. Even if people just kind of click it like, oh, now we're at this, and then click away. I still getting some recognition. Not much, but I don't really expect it to. I'm just doing this for fun, just kind of to look back on the future. I don't know, get a glimpse into the journey, even like this specifically, get a glimpse into the journey of the Farlands in the future, because I can't really see any of this back. I only really will be able to recall the journey. So I mean, not anymore. I'll be able to see, but still pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna focus on trying to do a good chunk of blockage today. But yeah, you can tell the rate is better. I don't know if you the viewer can tell, but I definitely can, because I've walked the distance, so I know the average for walking diagonally. So yeah, this is nice and quick. I don't remember how much we walked today, because I started. So we've just broke 10,000 blocks. So it's 12,000. So I thought it was faster, but I think it was just down to the amount I played, because this isn't too much. The average per hour isn't really too much different from when I was walking diagonally. So I think it was just the rate I was doing. So in summer, when I was working and stuff, and I would play after work, play and do the journey. So yeah, I'd average a lot more, but I feel like that was also because I had sometimes entire days to do this, as opposed to just the evenings of just the odd few hours. Usually I don't do this much a day. Like I don't, like yesterday I did 30,000, but that was because yesterday was pretty chill, so I walked a fair bit. Today probably won't be a 32,000 day. It'd be nice. Reach that average again. But I have my doubts. I'm gonna venture through the bush. As Corral says. French word for lips. Or mouth. Funny stuff. Anyway. Ooh, tricky jump. That was a pretty steep jump. Congrats to me. I might even add like a text thing on the stream here, to show the milestones I've surpassed. That'd be a good idea, actually. Cause I saw someone. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Ekwall that did the milestones. But I might do the milestones that I've surpassed and kind of do kind of inside joke milestones. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. I kind of like the milestones a little bit. They're kind of harder to pass now. I've kind of passed the majority of the milestones, just because the amount of milestones you can have between one and the distance I've gone is a lot more than the distance between the 1 million and the 12.5. There's a lot less you can divide it into. I guess with like being doubles and all that. I like to try and keep the gaps a little bit big, just because I don't want to have to be. I don't want to be completing micro milestones because they're not as rewarding. Like the 1 million mark was a lot of fun because that was like 500,000 blocks since the last actual milestone. Or I guess 250,000, but it was a long time coming. 1 million blocks. There's a lot of weight to that. So I assume there'll be even more weight with reaching the corner, reaching the actual corner Farlands. So that should be fun. Hopefully, if I'm streaming that, you get some good reactions from me. You get a good reaction from me. So yeah, that's funny. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Let's see here. Gotta check and see. Lovely stuff anyway. So yeah, usually at 8:30, the message was me and let's chat. So if he does chat, I'll let him know that I'm streaming if he does want to chat. And I'll see about if he does want to play anything, then I might switch, like go off stream and do that. So my stream might end 8:30, or I might continue. I'm not sure. And just talk to him, you know, have a bit of a special guest on the stream. Haven't really had to talk to anyone, but then I guess that's kind of coming for me to just be me and myself and I. So this. So yeah, it's whatever. It is whatever. Anyway, let's press on, shall we? As if I haven't been pressing on this whole time. Oh, goodness. I don't know how you viewers put up with my butter crap. I don't know, it's nonsense. No, I guess I'd enjoy it since I'm walking to the Farlands and I like Kurt J-Max style. I'm not really saying that I'm as good a commentator as him, but I don't know, I try. I try to make things interesting. Otherwise it'd just be walking. I might have to get a refresher soon. But I'll do that probably when I reach nighttime, just to have a clean cut. I won't be in nature. Just, I'm just gonna get some water. Have a quick bathroom break. Watch a bit of YouTube, so maybe a few minutes, but be nice anyway. The journey continues. Gotta continue walking. Yeah, if you like this kind of beta theme, Minecraft 3 has got Betaville, which is me and Devin playing Minecraft, or modern 1.19 Minecraft, like it was back in the day. I mean, it's not the most faithful thing ever because we're playing modern Minecraft, so there is just some inherent things that are different. We just have to deal with, like hunger and sprinting and XP and all that. But we don't really, we're not going to be doing like enchanting or anything. Like the base looks like it would be built in beta. Could be built. It could be built in beta. But I want to build my own bases. I want to build some fun bases in this world. Spawn was kind of underwhelming. Kind of glad you guys didn't see that. There wasn't too much going on there. Nice little heck mouth down to bedrock. Necessary. But diamond level. Everyone knows diamond level. Everyone who's played Minecraft. Lovely diamond level, where all the diamonds spawn. The diamonds just seem to be endlessly apparent. Endlessly. Well, there's a lot. Oh, jeez. Don't want to lock in the lava pool. That would be bad. That would be catastrophic. That's catastrophic. walking into a lava pit. So yeah, that'd be bad. It'd be funny for you guys probably, but it means I'd have to set up an outpost, which is a bit sooner than I wanted, because I wouldn't be able to recover my stuff. It would be burned to a crisp. To a crisp. So yeah, that's happening. Hopefully not. When I just say things, I'm just kind of the train of thought saying that. Just like, kind of realize afterwards what I just said. Hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope. I got my clock. I guess I could look at my clock for a while. See what time it is. Oh, it's morning. Oh, yeah, I meant to go get water. So we're right live here. Right live. Live from the Farlands. Oh, boat time. Boat time to get in a boat. Ride the boat over. Enjoying the boat riding experience. Oh, going a bit opposite to what I want to go, which is this way. I won't go that way. Sometimes I like to cut around, but that was when I was going to. I couldn't do that. Can't really do that anymore. Anyway, I think it's something else to talk about. What's something to talk about? Live from Farland World here. I just like to call it Farland World sometimes. Yeah, I just kind of take breaks whenever I feel like it here. Just because I stream for hours. Take a midway through. And now I guess this stream's longer than usual, so it's got a few more breaks, which there happen. Just because I like to do some stuff. Stream, get some fresh mints stuff and such. Anyway, yeah, I'll see about how long this stream's gonna be. See how slow it's getting. I think if I come up with something good to talk about. What can we do? Look at that. Anyway, just looking over the train. Maybe I'll just be quiet for a minute and think about what I want to talk about instead of just saying stuff. Orange blown a blanket. That's been cool. Swiss cheese. I actually do. Actually, if we want to take a bit of a detour, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll take a detour from this for a second. I'm gonna show you. Farlands exist. Yes. I'm just gonna show you what they look like for anyone who doesn't know. These are the Farlands. This isn't the journey to the Farlands Road, guys. Don't worry. We haven't made it to the Farlands yet. We haven't missed that much. But this is what the goal. This is the goal. I won't show it too much because I don't want to spoil it. The actual arrival, but oh yeah, this is the corner. This isn't the seed I used, so it'll be different. I don't want that to be predicted already. But yeah, pretty cool. get a little glimpse into that. For those of you who watched this long, you get a little treat there of seeing what's to come. Just the corner. Anyway, yeah, they're pretty cool nonetheless. This is where I just said everything there is to know about the Farlands. Well, everything, but pretty much everything without being nitty gritty about it. So yeah. Let's talk. grass, tree, leaf, log, birch. And I still find it funny how all the woods turn into just vines, which is just no, not so funny. There's just some, maybe that's what we'll talk about, just some funny things I find funny. We won't talk about quirks. I already talked about quirks. I mean, some of these might be quirks, but them all turning into the same wood, that's definitely funny. The logs like this, funny. Not being able to place slabs on the top half, funny. Slabs on the stairs. Of course, that's a bit more quirk than something, you know, whatever. Rope like stairs actually being able to snap, not being here. So they just don't snap. But there is a bunch of things that are just quirks, not necessarily things that I find funny. Oh, fire, look at that. I had a lot of flint back at the starter base because I was doing a lot of mining and you encounter a lot of gravel. So I was checking out all that stuff and I was like, oh, well. Just seeing the stuff as it went by. So yeah, that's cool. Just seen the Farlands as they go by. Oh, no, I haven't seen the Farlands naturally yet. It'll feel different than just seeing them how I did just now. Teleporting out to them like that, not as rewarding. It's cool. It's very cool being able to see them. I know they exist, but it's I'm not too crazy into. Wow, I just enjoy the walk. It's nice. It's relaxing. It's nice. It's simple. Other when Newcraft is otherwise a bit more complex. Got a big floating tree over there, so maybe we'll check that out. Fun little segment. What is that tree over there? That's the segment called. That's what the segment's called. What is that tree? I mean, it's a bit random, isn't it? With the pillar below it. I thought it was a spruce tree at first. I was like, oh yeah, it's a floating spruce tree, but it's kind of odd looking, isn't it? Kind of odd. There's something for you to look at. Why procrastinate what I'm talking about? There's some lovely tree. Ah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Annoying voices all the way. Farlands all the way. And yeah, the seed for this, I did set a seed, but I don't know if I'll tell it. I might just leave it as a surprise, like Kurt did. I don't even think any of them really released the seed for their worlds, so I'm not gonna either. I think it's funner if you come along with me, and you just don't know what's ahead. I think that's the best way to go about it. Most entertaining way. It's for it to just be procedural and unpredictable, which is just how Minecraft is. It's just a fact of Minecraft. I was going to say fact of nature, but Minecraft's not nature. Minecraft is artificial nature. Oh goodness. So yeah. Yeah, at least surpassing 920,000 would be nice. I don't know if I'll do that on stream. Always depends. Get a nice pumpkin over there in the snow. Snowy pumpkin. Yeah, snowy pumpkin. I haven't found any floating blocks of ice. If you watch Kurt, you'll get the reference, but there's a whole thing with him finding floating blocks of things, and he says floating block of ice, and someone did a remix of it, and it was kind of funny. And they did it a few other times. It's like how Eli Beatmaker, or I guess, yeah, I'll get back to that in a minute here. just having a bit of a snack here. Bite to eat. Didn't want to. Wait, okay. I wonder if. I don't know. I was curious to see if the eating would be captured by the mic. I just muted it just so you don't have to hear eating music. No, it's not eating music. It's eating sounds. Still got to listen to me drink water though. That's just a given. That's a fact of life. Indeed. If I come across any floating box though, you'll for sure get to hear me do a little jingle, maybe. There's a floating tree, but I don't know. It wasn't completely floating, I guess. It was on a little mound. A spawner would be a nice find for today, but I don't think we're gonna find one. It would probably take a while. I guess we've seen some interesting terrain today. That's usually how it is. That's just usually the way it goes. Let's see. I guess I'll set the bed down in a minute here. Just so the mobs don't murder me in my sleep. Or the mobs just don't murder me, period. Hopefully we'll be alright there. Yeah. We got some creeper over there. Ooh, creeper action. Might get a battle. I'm sure you guys like things that other than me walking when they happen, which are pretty rare, unless I'm playing Newcraft. In that case, I'm doing a lot more. But it'd be funny. It'd be funny. I don't know. I usually don't actually actively fight mobs in this world. I think earlier this stream I did actively fight a mob, but go against that. Disregard that. I usually don't fight mobs outright though. Try not to. Just cause, especially skeletons. Skeletons are annoying. Damn skeletons. Yep, they are a bit of a pain sometimes. Bit of a pain. Just hauling around all this stuff. Why? We're ever closer to the point of no return. Well, there's no. I'm already past that point. I'm not. If I were to head back now, that'd be a long way. Better just walk in the distance. Probably won't ever see spawn in this world at least naturally again, which I'm fine with. Spawn wasn't very spectacular anyway. It's mostly the Farlands and after anyway. That's the name of the series. Should make sense. So yeah. Yeah, it's the name of the game sort of thing. Where I'm just walking along, doing the lovely journey here. And I kind of debated switching versions once I reach the Farlands, but I'm not too sure about that. I might just keep it in beta 1.7, just because there's, I don't know, it only gives me so much else to do in the world. I feel like the whole point of this is to be in, like, as if it was to be done, or at least to be done naturally. And that's not really very natural, switching versions like that. I try to keep the journey natural without too mods. I have minimal mods just to fix the jitter and all that lovely stuff. Because at the Farlands, the jitter becomes almost unbearable visually. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to build a base like that. So I got a fix for that, and I got some other cool stuff like the mod that allows me to have a skin and my cape. Yeah, that's some good mods there. I did have some other mods previously, like one where I could do like the whole spreading, like the whole what's the word? inventory. It was like it was easy inventory management where I could like click and hold and kind of spread things around when I was crafting. That made things a lot quicker, but it was also a lot more unnatural. I also had a mod called Annoyance Fix. It's a good mod if you want to play beta. It fixes a lot of the weird stuff like crafting table breaking and all that, and boats. But I felt like the boat fix was a bit much. Kind of. I want to keep it faithful. Not necessarily the resource pack, even though I do have that as one of the texture packs. But faithful kind of. We'll just keep it faithful. I was gonna go on a rant about the texture pack, but no, we'll keep it to just the word faithful. Keeping the series faithful. Yeah, I want to keep it as legit as possible, even if there are minimal mods. But none of them add things like jetpacks or there's no like sprinting mod or anything. Like I can't sprint. I'm pressing W, guys. Okay, I can't sprint. So yeah, that's a thing. That's just something that's happening. Can't sprint. Dogs and most mobs are pretty dumb AI-wise. They don't run away when they're hit. I realized that's a thing. I thought they always just ran away until I actually started playing this version. Now they don't run away. And that was added in beta 1.8. Funnily enough, the version after this one. That happened to change Minecraft quite a lot fundamentally with the whole sprinting, XP. I get versions release 1.0 and beta 1.8 mixed up just because they're so similar. And there's also beta 1.9, which was a whole bunch of pre-release stuff. I didn't even think the beta 1.9 existed, but it does. I think it's probably on Betacraft or something like that, special launcher or beta versions and old versions alike. So it's probably there. Oh gosh, I'm starting to walk. I gotta go back. I'm starting to walk diagonal again. The code's starting to break. My brain's starting to fry. Yeah, that snack helped though. That little peanut butter toast helped. Get some energy. You're not yawning as much. The water as well. Water keeps the throat lubricated. So I don't have to get a dry throat while talking. Do a lot of talking in these streams. Not a lot of sitting. Or a lot of sitting and a lot of talking. But I'm not very quiet. Unless I'm thinking. Oh! Jeez. Half a heart lost, guys. So, broke the streak. Yeah, that's usually where most of the damage comes in. If I didn't take damage, I probably would never need to stop. I probably could just last forever until the Farlands, until I inevitably reach them. But I do not. I have to take damage accidentally. I'm just so careless. Yeah, I do have to take damage, so that becomes a thing. It becomes a thing. A thing to keep in mind with. Something I have to bear in mind with, definitely. It's definitely something to remember when accounting for the outpost distances. So technically, the greater the distance to each outpost, the better. It just means more walking, which is better for the journey, but more boring for me. Not, it's like 1% more boring. It's really not that boring. Like if I pull on some Farlands or Bust or some of my nice 80s music or whatever, 80s or whatever. I might get into what kind of music I listen to at some point, but I won't get too deep into it this stream. Just to keep it simple. But yeah, if I pull up some music, some Farlands or Bust or something, something like that, then it becomes a whole lot less tedious. Like if I just stood here and walked, it probably wouldn't be as entertaining. And also talking to people helps a lot as well. Even if it is myself. Yeah, that's what makes it's a bit more boring streaming it. It's still entertaining, like just to listen to me talk. But there's definitely an element stripped back, for sure. It's just such a simple concept for this world. It's such a niche. So even the Farlands are a niche of a niche. They're very interesting, but few people actually attempt to going out to them just because it's a crazy thing to do. I'm doing it now, and I still say it's crazy. Would I recommend it? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. It's probably not for the faint of heart, definitely. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't actually interested in the Farlands. Which I assume people watching this are at least a little bit interested in what I'm doing. The people, the person, person or people, by person, but it's more of a documentation than anything. It's less of me trying to grow a platform. I mean, there is platform growing involved, but it's more me just documenting the journey, and just anyone who tags along can stick around, or they can just go off and do whatever they want on Twitch or in the world. They'll live their life, and then eventually I'll probably do the same. So yeah, this probably won't be a permanent thing. It's like it's more of a hobby than anything. The whole archiving these travels in Newcraft. It's a part of the archiving, and if people happen to like it, and get some people at least remotely interested, then that's cool. But if I don't, it's alright as well, because I just kind of like doing this, just archiving, watching this back many years or whatever. It's definitely not for everyone. I've said it like time and time again. It's not a faint of heart thing. People even watch me do this, let alone do this themselves. So, enough about that. Enough about that. Oh, cave sound, do you hear that? Oh my goodness, cave sound. Yeah, every time a cave sound happens, I just flip out. I go nuts. Just because it's kind of funny. It's kind of one of my things I do now. One of the many things I do. One of the many quirks about me. Not just the beta 1.7.3. That's a me quirk. Oh, quirky, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that ironically. Saying it unironically is a bit not very fun. Oh, stream. Lovely. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long I stream for. I'm just walking. Honestly, just walking. I expect a call from Devin soon, maybe. Unless he decides to do something else tonight and spare me. I'm joking, of course, but maybe. I'm not sure. Suffice to say, I'm at the least bit of knowledging. Yes. Got some sugar cane. I'm gonna disturb the natural environment. How dare you? How dare you? I know. See, I get a bit more of a lengthy episode in case I take a while to upload the next one. Or stream the next one. Because I don't know, I just stream on whims. Or I feel like archiving, documenting. All that nonsense. Absolute nonsense. For anyone who's wanted to watch me wanted to watch me walk these 4 hours I've walked on stream so far. Well, that's quite what's the word? I always like that. I'm always trying to find the best word to describe things, and it always gets me caught. Yeah, you deserve a reward. I don't know what kind of reward. I don't really give out rewards or awards, but you do deserve an award if you have watched the 4 hours. And depending on how long this gets, I praise those willing to stick through it, who find it interesting. I'm not. trying to draw people in by any means. I'm not the most interesting person in the world by any stretch of the imagination. So I thank you, people. Thank you for watching these lovely streams here. That makes some votes. Oh, got one. I'll just put it away there. There we go. I don't know. I'm holding the clock now. I just can't put it there now. It just won't go away. The clock won't go away. Yeah, my inventory. What's the least useful thing in my inventory or my hotbar? Probably the sword, if I'm being honest, or the clock. Probably the clock, but the sword is definitely second because you guys know I don't really attack stuff very often. So I don't really attack stuff very often. I'm sure I'd go through the sword much quicker if I had actually been attacking things. But here I am. Oh, gotta gain some speed over here. Maybe I will surpass 920,000. That's a pretty good distance to cover in one stream. Oh, it's only like 7,000 more blocks, so that's like less than an hour. So we'll be at like 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's a nice long stream for those fellow viewers to watch. Plenty of content to consume if you're interested. For anyone who's watched this whole time, as I've said multiple times this stream, it still surprises me that even anyone is interested in this. Even if it is, I don't even know if it's actively watching. I doubt it is. It's probably like how I do with how I do it with Farlands or Bust, where I play it on the background and kind of just listen. That's also a good option. If you don't feel like watching a screen just ever so slightly move around and shift left and right every once in a while. If you don't feel like that, then just put it on in the background. Or if you don't feel like it at all, then I guess that explains it. It's the situation. Yep, I'm sure people would be actually. I'm sure people would actually watch the stream. I reached the Farlands in like a year and a half. So await that. I probably won't be crazy consistent with streaming. I want to try and keep people interested if they've watched the content recently. Like if they join live like this, then they can go back and rewatch some of the other streams. It's kind of episodic. It's not. I guess it's not really like they lead into the next one per se, but I mean, if you watch it in chronological order, the whole playlist, at least start to finish. At least if I reach the Farlands, if and when, more of a when situation than an if. But I guess I kind of should earlier maybe an if. But I don't know. That's all up in the air. So, yeah, if you watch it on chronological order, though, it'll make more sense if you just kind of than just watching and kind of chiming in every once in a while. Although chiming in every once in a while works well too, because you can just see where I'm at. Like, oh, where is people before now in this Farland journey? Like, oh, there he is. he's like going berserk. He's going the wrong direction now. Retrospective speak. How about we put on a pumpkin for spooky season? I'll probably put on a that's funny. I won't wear it too long. Oh, yeah, I got Halloween. Actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna stream this on Halloween or what, but I'm definitely gonna do something for Halloween. Probably wear a pumpkin all stream. Not real life. That'd be bad. I'm not one for wearing pumpkins. There we go.
Okay, I'm here. I got my sword. I'm here again. No, so I was watching the Internet Historian's No Man's Sky video.
That's a good.
I believe it was titled The Inguining of No Man's Sky. Oh god, it was glorious.
That's one
Was it Inguining? I thought it was The Inguining. Wait, is it The Inguining? Is it actually, this whole time I've been reading, is it as The Inguining?
Inguining. I don't even know what that means.
Neither did I just thought it was funny.
Bit of a change of pace.
Oh, I'm slow. Okay, The Inguining. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I've been trying to figure out the meaning of the title for like the past hour.
There's someone to watch. The Internet Historian is a good YouTuber.
So yeah, I watched that. That was quite enjoyable, honestly. That was a lot of fun. I was like, oh, this is great.
Great fellow.
Honestly, a lot more sympathy for like the creators of that game after watching that than like some other ones I've seen. Like games that went downhill and stuff. It's like, ooh. But those ones were like, oh well, that was just kind of. That's just, the poor man was just so uncomfortable. Like every situation, just there was nothing he could do about it. He just bullied him into giving answers, pretty much. And everyone got like super hyped because of it.
Sean Murray.
I kind of feel, yeah, pretty cool. You said someone's actually watching. Wow, impressive.
I had a few pop in.
No, sorry, I didn't realize your stream was so long. I saw it like earlier.
No,
Dude, you've been streaming for like 2 hours.
Probably stream just because I'm running out of things to talk about now.
That's fair. That's fair. No, but yeah, it's a good time. Oh. Now, how was your day?
Not bad. Not too bad at all.
Ah.
Not much happened today.
Yeah, that's fair. I did nothing.
Huh.
Just standard.
Yeah,
That's how I did. Sniffer supremacy. Yo, couple more days until the mob vote. You know what I miss? The Moo Bloom. Moo Bloom would have been great. I never got to see the mob vote really, or you showed me, I think, but I never really like. But I missed the Moo Bloom. The Moo Bloom was cool. The Isolager also would have been okay. I don't know what it did, but it looked neat.
Yeah.
Like the Glyph Squid's okay, but it's just another squid.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, I've just never seen squids as very helpful other than getting black dye first place. Like,
you just kind of it's mob most of the time.
Yeah, but you don't really see them lots, do you? The only time yeah, but like when you do, they're in just clusters. It's either you don't see them or that's like the only thing you see. It's like no middle ground.
Okay.
I don't know. They're fine enough. I just don't think we really needed another variant of.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Or if we, like, I guess it's kind of, the glow sacks are pretty cool.
I think people just got super excited about the concept of having a squid that glows. I think they just kind of forgot about the fact that
in all fairness, it's not actually that bad of a mod. Pretty cool, to be fair. And the glow signs and stuff are pretty neat. I will not lie. I just personally never got really excited by squid, and the glow squids to me are just as kind of like forgettable-ish, in my opinion. But I have nothing wrong with them. So, you know. Okay. I just think it would have been cool to see like another. I guess it's a little hypocritical. Cows are so commonplace, and there's already a cow variant, the Moo Bloom. So it just would have. I don't know. Maybe it's just there's something like kind of endearing about the Moo Bloom. I don't know how to explain it. I just like the cow variants. Honestly, I really like the mushrooms. So Moo Blooms would be great. to the
Ooh,
moo.
yeah.
I just like the cow population in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Isolager probably would have been cool too. Would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they would have added something neat of their own.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know. Oh well.
Oh, shoot.
It's how things go.
That's how things go.
It's just how it goes. Yeah, good times. I forgot. I don't know what I want. Well, I do know what I want to do. I guess I'm just gonna, what were we working on Newcraft?
Our base.
I was
about to work on the train station.
No, I was gonna work on my room first.
Oh yeah, room first, train station later.
I'm gonna save the train station, or not really save, but I'm not gonna entirely commit to the train station until I've decided whether I want to attempt to stream it or not to see if I like. Cause like, I just kind of want to research a little bit, see what I can and can't do, and do a little trial run. See if I enjoy it or not when I have some time where I could just sit down for an hour or something. Just go.
Yeah, for sure.
And if I don't really enjoy it or I don't know how I feel, probably just But if it's like kind of enjoyable, I might try it again. We'll see. Mm. Well, I'll beat. But yeah. So that's probably what I'll do. I mean, pretty much. I mean, you know what I've been doing. Just been playing much Minecraft and Garden Warfare. That is more or less it. I got some other games I could get back to or play. I'm sure if I really felt like streaming something random. You know. But I've got some interesting ones that I could probably delve into a bit, perhaps. So maybe I could even, yeah, I could probably even tackle like dungeons through streaming, because like Minecraft dungeons or something like that. Like story games, I don't really want to do like hefty story games, but like something like Minecraft dungeons, I could see that being a fun one maybe. Like I was gonna play that with you. I was gonna play that with you, but I mean, you know, who knows? It's in the air. It's in here. There's a couple ones I could play around with, but for now I'm just gonna... Actually had some concepts, most of which I'm not gonna talk about because it doesn't really matter until I've decided what I want to actually do or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously. But like, I have options, but for now it would just be... If I did study, it would just be projects on Newcraft once in a while when I grind, probably. And then perhaps down the line, if I get a more solid working, maybe if I do continue how it works, I'll try some other stuff. You know, maybe something like dungeons or something. Dungeons could be cool because me and you could always just play together and like stream or something. That could always be intriguing. Joint stream venture. Yeah. Just go for like a though I'll have to work out something that doing it with stuff with other people is, like I said, that's something that would be highly, I gotta work with it because I gotta figure out either how to connect like Discord to my Xbox and then figure out if I can connect it to Twitch through the Xbox. Or I have to, we'd have to go through like an Xbox party chat. Which I can then like mute and unmute at will. Which would be probably less, you know, it lesser.
For sure. That's
But I guess while we're chatting, I'll just work on my room stuff. I think I'm gonna keep up with the general theme of the house and just change it slightly. Well, not change, but like I'm just gonna keep the same block palette and just like I think I'm just gonna go up here, sandstone floor instead of like the ring stuff,
well, yeah, that was just for the radio.
and then I'll just do like oak walls or maybe throw in some oak logs or something since you can't see it from the outside. Some sort of pattern or something maybe.
I thought it might have been spawner.
I'll just make it a small room, or I'll design it, and then if I need more room for stuff later, I'll just build it like a tower. Or like a basement. Which is a really funny concept considering where it's actually second floor. But, you know. I doubt there will be room directly under my room, so.
Yeah, you could always just link it up to a doorway as well.
Or I could just, or I could just work into them or something. I can work it out, I'm sure.
Or just block up the doorway as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some speckled sand. I don't need any.
I know, it's just been something I just been thinking about looking at, but just debating. That's something I have to do in a week sometime.
Just an idea.
Just I'm not really doing it. Just mess around, just pick a game or something and just mess around for a bit. Figure out how everything works. See if I enjoy it, if it's cool, maybe I'll
Yes, I hear folks.
play with it occasionally and
Another one here.
good time.
Burn some more diamonds while I'm at it.
Could be interesting though. Could be interesting.
Brand new pick. Let's see here. Ooh, iron. Lovely stuff. Let's see what we got here. Some lovely cobblestone. Okay, time to escape.
Cobblestone.
Time to get out of here.
So almost 10% of the way, huh?
I guess. Yeah. I guess I would be a bit further today if I wasn't walking in another direction. That has nothing to do with that percentage, but I'm thinking
You
of
walk.
coordinates anyway.
Well,
Fair of a chance reaching either or corner side. Oh, music. I guess I'd also have to watch when I play the
future.
Yo, it's a sheep. It is a sheep.
Yeah. Wow, sheep.
Yes. Oh, look at that face. Love the natural face in nature. How are we doing? 9:16. Oh, 1 or 2 more days.
Minecraft's finally loaded.
Minecraft. Oh my goodness. What nerve.
Putter around, maybe even get my house done. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty nice. Mob foot. Wait, what? Oh. Huh. Have you seen the like bedrock launcher thing for the vote? Oops, I clicked something.
I thought it was gonna be a server for specifically the vote.
Well, I mean it is. It's just from the home screen.
It's from the Java launcher and from the game.
But I know what you thought it was gonna be in like the actual server list, eh?
No, they had like they had a dedicated server for it.
Oh right, I can't access the realm for some reason.
Which I have no idea why.
Is it still open? Is it up to date? I'm confused. It shows that it's not like live. Oh, I must just Discord.
I guess check if it needs. Well, I guess I'll check if it needs an update first of all, and then I'll see. Oh, there we go. Just give me a second, fellow viewer, fellow singular viewer who's stuck around for such a long time.
Wow.
Minecraft live. That's all the talk today, right now.
Sorry, it's just 'cause I just watched the thing before I came to chat, so that's what's on.
Yeah, I'll boot up the Minecraft, the realm. I'll keep walking for a little bit on stream here, but this will probably be the last day, at least on stream. I'll probably continue on stream just because I'm making some headway today.
Oh wow.
But it's like talking started to slow. I had some good topics earlier, but I kind of ran out. After 2 hours, it kind of started to run out.
Yes, of course. Well, I give up. I still kind of want to.
Do longer streams, at least until I get more chapters get discussed that way.
Or until you get better at just talking for hours on end to yourself.
Talking on end, I can do that. I can't do like a 12-hour stream.
Well, no. I don't need to do a 12-hour stream though.
Yeah, I'm not doing a charity or anything like that. I don't have that much of a backing for that sort of thing.
You just got to be able to talk for a couple hours and be semi-entertaining.
I like how you say that, how I don't know that.
Well, then what's the problem? You said well, you said you could already do that, so why can't you? I don't follow the logic.
I didn't say there was a
Oh.
problem.
Okay. Well, let's see what's new on the marketplace since I can't access the realm. Wow, hidden base. See, this looks it's strapped to the it's like I had it yeah. I don't know. Anyway, the day is almost over.
Yeah.
What's your point? Where are we going?
Jeez, you don't have to be so rude. I was just talking about mine.
Oh, so pretty.
Someone's in a bad mood.
I'm in such a...
I guess you sound like you're in a good mood. You're kind of talking back to me.
This is how I always am.
You're being a little saucy. A little
Am
saucy.
I?
Yeah.
Wow. I am so saucy. You wouldn't even believe. Okay, actually, that's kinda cool. Kinda like this.
Look into it here. Good. There we go.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. You know, I don't ask for that much. I think I'm a simple person to please, but man, why is it so annoying to find cool stuff in the marketplace? No.
No, I'm not gonna make this an arguing stream. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna try and keep my calm composure.
Yo, detect.
I'm gonna investigate the realm, not arguing. See what's going on there. And then once I get that, I'll end stream. Because the Minecraft day is almost over. The sun is about to set. Usually end at the end of the day. Just need to wrap up the stream. Let's see. Oh, this is a weird area. Kind of weird where the snow biome and the normal forest kind of fuse together. I get a weird mix of biomes.
Yes. Ooh. Do you think? Because I like. I am actually rather curious. Are like stone blocking things? Are those fun?
Not bad.
I haven't really played stone block.
Skyblock kind of thing. You start, you kind of. I don't know about like just vanilla stone on the marketplace. But I don't know how
Of
that
course.
would be, but.
Yeah. No, I was just. I don't know.
I assume something similar. Unless it's just something completely different with the same name.
Who knows? Honestly.
Signing into the Microsoft. Yes, surely.
I don't know. I'm just looking for something to do in Minecraft. Trying to not. I don't know. Entertainment. I can't really play alone right now. And I can't play on the realm. So. And, yeah. So I just thought it'd be fun to mess around. And then. Whatever.
Weird.
See, one block would be cool, but they don't really just have one block. They have like one block with gimmicks and things. And that I don't know how I feel about.
Yes.
That's all. Maybe I'm just too picky choosy. Maybe I just need to look for some. Oh yeah, wait, you can. Oh, sorry. No, I don't want to buy more coins. I do want to look for. Why? Wow. So, wait, are you still streaming or did you just finish?
I'm almost done.
Okay. Okay. See, but what's with the islands? This I don't understand.
Ooh, there we go.
At least that one I understand the island. This one's just.
Wait, I gotta update my progression. I'll do that later. I'm not at the stopping point. So at least, I don't know if it will probably be the stream stopping point. I'll stop walking. I might do something else for a bit just to cleanse the palate.
Okay. Enjoy. I don't know how to respond to that. Sorry.
That's just for stream. Oh, I'm just going through all these. There's not too much else to talk about, but that's at least.
Well, there kind of is, but.
Anywho, that's before I start screaming on stream.
That's, yeah.
Anywho,
I think I'm gonna. I might look into